All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Serial Killers podcast.
Serial killers.
My name is Glenn Spillman, and that was, of course,
Carl O'Leary.
and we do very specific episodes for the Serial Killers movie. Sometimes we'll interview, the actors that portray the characters in the movie, and there's other times we just give information, and then there's just different things. Well, this one is more of a an update of what we're going to be doing, and what has been going on, and a little teaser of some stuff that we have going on in season 2. We already have 2 episodes written, and we just started today working on episode 3. So what's been going on since the last time I talked to you guys was I've talked to several more artists, musical artists that are wanting to do original music for the first episode, and I'm talking to people from all over the world. There is one gentleman here in the States that and I announced him on the Facebook page the other day, and he's also on the website, on IMDb and whatnot. His name is John Donovan. And there was a little nugget I'll put on the IMDb page of a very famous individual that is on this track that you all will recognize. Anyway, John Donovan was so kind. I've been talking to this guy for a while now, but he was so kind to do an original song for one of the characters, for Raven, and it's got a nice riff in the beginning.
Yeah.
Great lyrics, great vocal range, very, very, very fitting for Raven. So
It sounds cool.
yeah, it does. It really does. Sounds cool. And of course, you guys already know that Black Phantom, the group from Italy, is going to be doing the theme song
Fantastic.
for Serial Killers. And Andrea Tito is the gentleman I've been talking to. And then there's another band that I've reached out to. And this is one of those times. It's not that Carl and I disagreed. It's just Carl had brought up some concerns.
Yeah.
About,
okay, yeah.
I guess, visually of these individuals. I mean, if you look at them, you would automatically know what realm that they hail from and what kind of music that you would assume that they would do. But Carl, kind of talk about some of the concerns that you brought up to me, and they're valid. It's just, and we talk through it, but good. Our listeners don't know what we're talking about.
Right. Let's see some of the concerns. Well, if memory serves correctly, I was talking about the voice of one of the musicians, and how it wasn't really particularly speaking to me. That doesn't mean it was bad or anything like that. It was still a good performance, but I come from Metallica and Megadeth voice, vocals that I just kind of grew up on, and I guess those are what I'm looking for. Or we're talking about the lead singer of Korn, things like that. If I've heard it, I guess that's what my ears are accustomed to. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not, the voice wasn't particularly speaking to me. Okay. The music sounds good. I like the music. I think it sounds great, actually. It was just the singing kind of threw me off because I have a certain voice that I listen to. That being said, I bet if I did hear it a few times, I would become accustomed to it because it's something that's kind of new to me. That sound quality.
Right.
Other than that, I'm not sure what other things. You'll have to refresh my memory if there was anything else.
Their look. You were concerned that the good people of the world would think that.
Oh, this might have been for. They didn't have the demon track, right? Where there's like devil horns everywhere and all that. And...
No, they did have a look to them, though.
There was a concern, but I don't think it was with this band, Black Phantom, in particular. It was a different band entirely. Good, also good music, but their look looked like if I was to judge it from another person's perspective, it might seem demonic. Right. It might seem like it's evil, and for me, I could listen to anything, just about. This as long as you're not like actually trying to resurrect the devil or worship the devil or anything like that. But as far as looks go, it doesn't bother me. I've seen that kind of stuff all the time, demons and monsters and whatever.
Right.
But from another person's perspective is how I was thinking, how someone else would perceive it. I would say they'd probably have a problem with it because they would assume that we're devil worshippers.
Right.
You know, that was my perspective. But I wasn't ready to reject it based on that. I was just wondering what his opinion was on the matter. That was my concern.
Right. And that's okay, you know, and then these are things that, you know, Carl and I talk about.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you like look at our film, just the name alone, Serial Killers.
Yeah.
And some of the subject matter, which still, excuse my language, but there are some pussies out there that, well, I don't like, you know, okay, guys, I'm sorry, you know, I'm in a bit of a chippy mood.
Maybe whiners would be a
better.
Well,
okay, whiners.
Yeah.
There was one scene that I'm still trying to cast for the congressman. And I now, instead of just getting into dialogue with these people, I ask them, you do know this is a horror movie, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, you do know that there's gore in there? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just briefly give you some footnotes of what's going to go on with this character. And after I do, this one guy he goes, well, I'm not comfortable with A, B, C, D, and E. And I'm like, well, A, B, C, D, and E actually happens in this film. You know this in this scene. And he's like, well, do my values correspond with your vision? And I professionally told them, absolutely not, they don't. I am not going to change anything because it's pertinent to the story, to the film, to the series. And if you don't like these things, then I suggest that's what I told them.
Yeah.
I said, stop pursuing horror movies and go look at Disney roles and play with the unicorns and fluffy bunnies.
Yeah. And create a Hallmark movie.
I had another person in San Francisco that I was talking to about doing slate and script supervisor. And they kind of emailed me back, well, you know, this is what I saw with the script, and this is that, and I've worked with this person and that person. And I'm like, well, number one, I do not follow the formulas that a lot of filmmakers do. I don't do the beginning, middle, and end. I don't do the setup, conflict, and what's the word I'm looking for? Conclusion, or whatever word means the niceties. I don't do that because it's too predictable. You know, number one, this is based off of true events. Number one, so there's no formula to that. You just write about it. Number two, and this was a person that loved horror, that said they have nothing wrong with gore. They didn't like the the to certain scenes. I'm like, sorry you feel that way. And they thought Lamont was, they were convinced that Lamont was a certain way. And I'm like, you have read that completely wrong, because Lamont is not like that. And the reason why I'm talking cryptically is because I don't want to give away any of the story for those of you that haven't seen. Well, I don't want to give away the story, basically. And so this person, well, you need to, give more information. I'm like, no, the whole point of this first episode is to introduce these characters. Some of them they will continue, some of them won't.
Well, the funny thing you say about that is, like, how many actual series have they told everything about the character?
Exactly.
None of them. Because if they did, they'd lose their audience.
It's kind of like if I'm writing a scene, I'm like, hey, Carl, I'll see you at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Do I need to film a scene of you and I eating lunch, or do the viewers know, oh, they're going to have lunch?
You don't.
Exactly. And this person's like, well...
Not unless you think it's integral to the scene.
It's not.
Then no.
It's not. Not even to the story, because they're going to have lunch. I don't need to film that scene. This person was trying to convince me to change a lot of the... Because, oh, you're only doing this for shock value. I'm like, in the real world of horror, why do they do horror? For the fucking shock value. It's the whole point of it, you dumbass.
That is horror. Most of it is shock value.
And anyway, I'm like, no shit, I am. Absolutely, I'm doing it for the shock value, and I'm not going to change it.
Right.
And again, I don't apologize for it.
What kind of film do you think he was doing?
Jeez. And again, and I asked this person about the horror and the gore, and like, oh yeah, and then they start dropping names of, well, I worked with this famous person and this famous writer, and they don't do it like that. I'm like, well, I'm not that person.
I hate that crap.
And I mentioned a well-known director that pushes the envelope, that is about to retire, and I'm like, I'm this person, but on steroids. And they were offended that I said that, because they don't really like this director. And I'm like, well, it's too bad, so sad. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to please everybody, nor do I want to.
You don't want to say the name of the director?
Quentin Tarantino.
There we go.
Quentin Tarantino. And so I was like, I am not, and I'm saying I'm not like him. I'm saying I'm
on acid like him.
There you go. And what I'm doing is and they thought that we were glorifying certain things. I'm like, then you read a different script than I wrote, because I'm not glorifying shit.
Right.
And obviously you didn't listen to the podcast correctly.
No.
You may not understand English. They do. I'm just making a joke. And I'm like, you can't pick apart. I mean, you can, but I mean, I'm not going to bow to you and change if you don't want to work. And they eventually said, I can't work on this film because blah blah. And I'm like, fine. Sorry.
Yeah, and there was also people that you said were trying to rewrite this story for you.
Yes, it was.
I've had people do that for me too. Wanted to rewrite what I was writing, and I was like, why would I? No. Tried to bring them on board. Right. Hey, you want to direct? They wanted to rewrite the whole thing. I was like, no, you're out.
And this one person says, because there was a scene with this person and a female, and the female was more of a domineering. Which is in the serial killer's first episode, a domineering female, and he goes, I can't let a woman be domineering over me. I'm like, dude, you're acting. It's not real.
Right.
And he goes, well, I just can't do it. And I'm like, well, bye.
Yeah.
See ya. It took me 59 actors to find the role for the creepy guy, and if I got to go through 59 to find the congressman, I will.
Yeah.
And that's just all there is to it. So there's the update on that. Oh, and since the last podcast, I've expanded the script. Just a couple more scenes.
Just a little bit.
It's a little over 90 pages now, but it really adds some element.
Very small amount, though, guys.
Yeah, very small amount. And for those of you that are on the Facebook page, take a look. Because we're meeting at Jan's Lounge in Orangeville on the 22nd, which is a Sunday at 2:00. But it is a bar, so you got to be 21 to be there. So unfortunately, there's one actress that already direct messaged me saying that she couldn't come because she's not 21, which it sucks. But
no, that makes sense.
Maybe I'll do a quick little
maybe a Zoom thing.
Yeah, so she can at least watch and we can say hi to her and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
absolutely.
And so we're gonna do that. And what you're listening to now is Carl and I got a couple new microphones.
Yeah,
that are
nice.
Really cool.
So, they look cool too.
With that being said, for those of you that want to meet up and do a podcast and interview, I got a couple places around town that we can go to that are public and quiet, and these have noise cancellation in them anyway.
That's fantastic.
So that's kind of a brief update of what we're doing. I'm still looking for a DP. There's one gentleman I'm talking to that Gary Turner introduced me to, but at the moment we don't have a budget for the film because, guys, go on the Facebook page and share the crowdfunding because it's kind of slow right now. So this person, I've done movies before, but they ask if I had a budget. No, I don't. So, but let's just briefly talk about, if I do find the DP, we're going to start filming just the inside shots, like around May or June. Because all the inside shots, you don't know what time of year it is. So we could do the inside shots. And by the time October comes around, we're filming the other shots. We could be pretty much like almost halfway done with the film or more.
Sweet. That's cool.
Yeah. So we're going to, like I said, this is more of an informative, quick little, how you doing?
Yeah. How's it going, buddy?
And so we're going to, we like I said, we're in season 2. Season 1's already written. We're probably going to add to it, though. But season 2, we've got 2 episodes fully written. Probably add to those, maybe. But we're started episode 3, and I think we got a pretty cool opening.
Yeah.
It opens I'll just tell you the actresses that are in it, or the characters. The witches, Raven and Morgan, and then there's a new character in there I won't mention. And then the second scene is Dallas and Lamont, which actually the interaction, and I'm tipping my hat, and part of how I filmed part of that scene, I'm tipping my hat to Quentin Tarantino in the type of shot that I do. And I think our dialogue that we have is the banter we have is a little bit, funny.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we plan on getting even funnier too. We're going to get into some really comical situations between Lamont and Dallas.
Yeah.
That are probably almost like mafia humor.
Yeah.
Like, 2 idiots doing stuff back and forth and like, well, you idiot, what are you doing? You know?
So just because it's horror doesn't necessarily mean it has to be blood and gore throughout the whole thing.
Right.
We throw some elements in there. This is like, real dialogue. Speaking of horror, just like 20 seconds, we watched the movie Primate today.
Yeah.
And we actually, on our other podcast, A Star Is Born, we did a little review about what we thought about it. We're not going to talk about it now. Go over there and check it out. It's Primate. What was it called? Primate.
We called it. Don't we? Primates special.
Yeah, Primate special review. Yeah. So go over there, A Rising Star podcast. Check it out. But yeah, we're gonna start. Filming early. A few scenes. It's gonna be fun. The meet and greet's gonna be fun. Some people are coming from all over to check us out. Also, too, I want to give a shout out to Maisie. I'm looking for locations for a house around the Sacramento area because it's going to be Dallas's house and there's interaction in the opening scene. I want to thank Maisie first and foremost for she plays one of the witches. She opened up her house to us, but unfortunately, she lives like 45 minutes away, and I love that she offered a house. It looks great. Everything that I'm looking for, awesome. But I mean, I got to take like 10 people there.
Yeah.
And I got to bring the whole crew and actors. That's a backup, and I do appreciate it, but it's kind of far right now. So, and I did get another offer for someone in Sacramento. But if those of you, I mean, we still need locations. I need an apartment for Lamont and Raven. I need Morgan's apartments. And Dallas's house, and then one of the neighbors, technically a house. So I need those. So if you guys know of anybody, let me know. I'm still looking for a person to do slate and script supervising at the same time. I'm getting a lot of arrogant people, unfortunately, and I don't know why.
Ah, man, I hate that.
I'm looking definitely for a DP, which is the person who, if you don't know what a DP is, it's the camera guy or girl or whatever you want to call yourself, the camera person. So I'm looking for that because I already have a sound guy, Blaine Santos, and I already have a director, which is myself, and I just need a DP, and then we could start rolling.
Right on.
But season 2 is we're diving into a different realm of characters, for one, which you guys, I'm not going to say shit about it, but you guys are going to love it. The like I said, there's going to be lots of twists and turns.
Yeah.
And Carl and I, if we're being honest, we already have fleshed out 4 seasons worth of
quite a bit.
Yeah, of stuff.
Like themes and everything.
Yeah.
We really got into it.
Yeah, we got into it big time.
We're ahead of the game, but we're just trying to backpedal, I guess you could say.
And for those of you who beg me to, hey, get me a role, but then when I give you a role, you're like, oh, no, I don't want it. I can't do it. It's too bloody or it's too this. Just stop. If you don't, when I say bother me, you're not bothering me, but you're like constantly texting me, you're calling me, you're Facebook messaging me, or whatever. I don't mind that at all. But if I offer you something, don't turn it down just because, it's a little, or I can't let a woman be domineering. And there's this one person, I won't mention their name, but they turned down a role probably last September that I wrote. And I thought of this person, like, let's give this person a try. But and they didn't want to do it, and I won't get into it right now. But and again, if you guys don't like horror and whatnot, then don't apply for a horror type movie.
Yeah,
especially one called Serial Killers.
Try something that's a little more softer pace for you, if that's the case.
If you want a horror, don't get into horror. Get into like maybe a thriller. Or, maybe an emotional type. I don't know.
Do a drama or something.
Do drama.
Whatever
there you go.
Can handle, do that.
Yeah, for sure. But, these characters that Carl and I are coming up with in season 2, they're very interesting. We do actually develop them, 2 of them, no, 1 of them, at the end, towards the end of season 1.
And
it just dives us into another world, and we really unleash some stuff, which is awesome. But continue to invite your friends to the Facebook page, and the more we grow, and we do have more sponsors. We got Rogue Morgue magazine, which actually sent me 6 magazines in the mail that we're going to use on set. So I want to give a shout out to them. Go check out the website, Cellar13films.com. Hit the project page. You'll see all of our sponsors on there. And if any of you guys could think of companies or anyone that wants to sponsor and do something in product placement in the film, give them my information, and we'll talk to them, because we're still looking for, other product placement individuals. But that's all I got as far as new information about the film, the initial first, the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to add to, or
comment? I was just thinking about, like, every time I think about this series and what we're doing here, I keep thinking about, whenever you say product placement or anything like that, I think of movie memorabilia.
Yeah.
And just like how we're gonna have T-shirts and jackets and hell, lunch boxes, just like everything, whatever we want to do.
Right.
That's gonna be like, That's gonna be something else to see. I've always pictured that
right
for me in the future, but like now this could actually happen.
right. And
so you guys might start seeing that in the near future here.
You know, and also too, guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm talking. Well, I was looking at like online like t-shirt companies, but I'm like, well, shit, who's around here? I actually found a much better deal in Orangeville t-shirt company. We're gonna make for all of the actors. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that has the serial killer's initial poster on it for the first episode.
Cool.
And then on the back, it's just gonna have the number 13 on it, kind of an homage to Cellar 13.
Cool. That's cool.
So we're gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do just I might get people's sizes or I might just do like an extra large. I don't know, like a one size fits. I don't know yet.
You should have the symbol that you have, the logo.
Which
for
one?
Cellar 13 on the very back.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
I gotta get the
because it has 13 in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's in there. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. I'm gonna pop this up here. I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school right now, and as soon as I get home, I'm gonna. By the time you guys listen to this, obviously I will have it up. But anyways, guys, quick, short, and sweet. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.